All right. Let's see. It's always good to talk about something that could be altered or simply be prevented or simply just to make a, a a huge gap in that course of history of every moment of history and so forth. Yeah, I can say this. History can be altered, history can be modified in its own way. All it takes is something far greater than itself to simply make that course of action. Everything plays its part, every moment plays its chance, and every second plays the gift of bound to unbound, with or without any attachments or any of that fuckery shit. There's so much fuckery going on. It's just too much. Literally, it's just 1,000 times implemented a fuckery over bullshit just to get around the bush of something that is so far beyond itself. I don't care whatever it is. I don't give a fuck about none of that. All I know is what lies unknown needs to be documented and must be represented as some sort of, you know, an altered like foundation. So, maybe more likely a substitute founding foundation, revolutionary foundation and shit like that. So yeah. But let's get on to with old block in Tuberville. Old block in Tuberville. For years and years and years and years and years they've been beefing. You think beefing is gonna just stop and shit just out the blue? Just by just simply, trying to call for some sort of, you know, you know, make a peace treaty and shit like that. There will never be a peace treaty because of, both sides lost both goods amount of niggas. Both sides lost goods amount of niggas. Okay. So now for King Von and FBG Duck, I say first off, long live to both of them legendary niggas. And second, their deaths, I could have simply prevented their deaths by simply playing my role in that course of history. Every moment that people live on this earth, they're living for a moment of history in their own way. In their own way. Every person on this earth is living in their own way for a moment of history. And that moment of history can be taken from you in a blink of an eye. You can continue with your own way of history, or your life could come to an end to that moment of history. Every person on this earth has their own personal way to make their own historic life go on, or it may come to some sort of stop if they make the wrong selection of that point. So yeah. Every person can make their own change in their own way for their own historic life. But I'm not saying not for the government, but I say for personal reasons. Personal reasons for historic matters. Now, if you have something far greater than the nation itself that's been bestowed something that is too omni-like or whatever, then hey, who's to say that it can simply play a role by changing the course of history overall throughout an entire freaking nationality beyond and so forth. This, that, and the third. Whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. King Von and FBG Duck. I swear. I could actually save them. I could actually save them and prevented them from being dead, passing away. I could have saved them. Not in person. All I have to do is simply just make a course of action and changing that moment of faith. You see? I could change that moment of faith. That moment of faith can determine whether you could continue with your own life of history or your life of history comes to an end. You see? For my sake, All I can do is just simply just come up with something to do something never seen before, and all the niggas all over the world will start worrying about the shit, right? You do something never before seen, right? And niggas and shit, all kind of niggas and shit worried about the shit never seen before, right? So all kind of niggas worrying about it, and then they want to end up trying to use it for a come up and shit like this, that, and the third, right? So yeah, I could have saved King Von and FBG Duck by doing some shit never seen before, maybe like years prior. And when Duck see the shit and King Von see the shit, they gonna have a whole new reaction to this shit. What kind of nigga doing some shit like that? This, that, and the third. King Von would never even go to no club. Because King Von done seen a nigga doing some shit never seen before. King Von wouldn't even worry about going to no club. He wouldn't even worry about going to no club, meeting with Lil Tim, getting into it with Lil Tim, and all that drama spilled the blood shit. He wouldn't have never actually went to that club. All I had to do is do something never seen before years prior. Just do some shit never seen years prior, and that would have saved King Von from going to that club and shit. Lil Tim would just been in the club booling and this, that, and the third. King Von would just been so else. He wouldn't have to go to that club. He didn't even have to go to that club. He could have been to some other club. He go to that Pacific club with Quando Rondo and Lil Tim. And that moment of history just gonna end up come with conflict, and that history of your life comes to an end. Just by every moment of chance. Every chance comes with every consequence, but every chance also comes with a meaningful purpose of a chance to continue on with your own personal history. So yeah, I could have saved King Von by doing some shit never seen before years prior. He sees the shit. He's end up worrying about the shit that I did, right? And then King Von would never went to that club. He'll just stay. He would have never went to that club. He never got in no confrontation with Lil Tim, Quando Rondo, and none of them niggas. He'd have just been to some other club. FBG Duck. He wouldn't even drop his location or all the other shit. He probably wouldn't even go shopping. He'll just, nah, I don't feel like going shopping today. Fuck that shit. I just seen a nigga do. I know FBG Duck would be like, man, what is a nigga doing some shit like that? I know FBG Duck would be like, what in the fuck is a nigga doing some shit like that? Hey, folks, on phone them. I ain't finna go shopping today. Fuck that shit. I need to see what kind of nigga is doing some shit like that. FBG Duck will be worried about the shit I did. FBG Duck and King Von will be worrying about the shit that I did, along with all the niggas all over the world. All the niggas all over the world worry about some shit that I did that's never been seen. What's never been seen, niggas will be all thirsty and this, that, and the third, and we worrying about that shit. King Von and FBG Duck will be worrying about that shit too. FBG Duck wouldn't even go shopping. He would never went to that shop. He would never went shopping and shit. He'll just cancel his plans. He would never drop his location. He'll just go some other time and just worry about the shit that I did. Or another person did. Some shit never seen, niggas worry about it so badly. It catches every nigga's eye. Just like that. So when you do something that can actually catch a nigga's eye, niggas change their plans. And when they change their plans, shit, you done literally save their life from an upcoming like death and shit like that, you know? You save their life from a possible upcoming death and shit like that. You save their life from some upcoming BS that can actually happen to them. Like I said, I could have actually saved King Von and FBG Duck by doing some shit ever seen years prior. And King Von and FBG Duck would be worried about the shit I did. They would just cancel their plans and worry about the shit that I did. I swear. They'll worry about the shit I did. They was like, nah, I ain't finna go to no club. Fuck that shit. I need to see what the fuck kind of niggas doing some shit like that. King Von and FBG Duck would never went on with their plans if I just simply did some shit years prior. Never before seen. Think about the shit. Think about it. Now, because FBG Duck and King Von not here, it's still an endless, ongoing dispute with both sides of Tuckerville and O-Block. But check this out. You got something that's so completely out of character on this earth that's just fucking up everything, right? And at the same time, it's getting in the way of everything. Tugerville is under fire because of some shit never seen, and now O Block is under fire because of some shit never seen. Tugerville and O Block are under fire because of shit never seen on this earth. Both sides are under fire because of shit never seen, and it's getting away with their own, with their own, with their own daily lives. So now Tugerville is living through hell from all the shit that's going on from some shit never seen. O Block is living through hell that's going on from some shit that I've never seen too. If you want to call truth to O Block at Tugerville, now's the time to do so, because you got something never seen on this earth that's going through hell on earth for everybody. Everybody's going through hell on earth. And I'm not just saying one side, both sides plus the entire nation, this, that, and the third and shit like that. So, yeah. I always wonder why Chief Keef made that statement to King Lil J. I sure hope Chief Keef can just simply get a chance to just link up with King Lil J, because you got some shit going on in this world. What he say? What Chief Keef said to even start off with the beef with Tugerville? Fuck F a Tuga gang, B I'm 300 and shit like that. So that just, you see, and when Chief Keef said some shit like that, that's when the whole wave of Tugerville just simply just got on O Block over this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third. But now you got some bigger shit on this earth that's way bigger than the nation itself. Way bigger. That's just making impact on both sides, O Block and Tugerville. So yeah, just always have to think about what Chief Keef said. I'm sure Chief Keef still ain't gonna try to meet with King Lil J, because Chief Keef he's the kind of nigga that just, the beef gonna keep going on no matter what a nigga is doing or whatever that nigga, this, that, or nigga is doing. So it's just the personality of Chief Keef, Yeah. So it will be just a peace treaty, only because you got some shit going on that's making so much noise on both sides of the teams. Both sides lost a lot of niggas, and both sides lost important niggas. But at the same time, you got to realize it ain't about life. It's about understanding the point is, when people that you care the most are gone, it's going to become an ongoing dispute. But if you have something on this earth greater than itself that could just wipe out everything, or just simply just evaporate all kinds of shit, then yeah, everybody's in shit creek. And I mean everybody. The whole goddamn caboose is damned. Goddamn millenniums and shit like that. Whole goddamn earth could be damned. You can damn the whole earth by doing some shit never seen. The whole earth can be damned as fuck. And everybody gonna be in shit creek. Not just one person, not 2, 3, a million to a billion, to all in shit creek like no tomorrow. So yeah, so it's best that Tugerville or O Block just establish a peace treaty. I did have visions and shit. I had a vision, I had a dream and shit, right? I had a dream that, Lil J tried to talk it over with O Block, right? And then, King, some of the O Block niggas decided to invite King Lil J over just to make that call, right? But then some shit went sour and shit, where King Lil J went to O Block, and niggas up they blick on King Lil J just because, even if you got some shit never seen, they just want to off Lil J anyway. So I had a vision on that. I had a dream of that shit. That King Lil J went on O Block, tried to make a peace treaty with P. Rico and shit. But shit went sour because niggas on O Block the update blicks just to try to knock off King Lil J and P. Rico. Even if some shit is going on in this world in the background. That's some petty ass shit right there. So yeah, so it might as well just come to a truce. Come to a truce and just simply just have to work around what is going on in the background. Because now you got a whole new meaning for Illinois. Illinois got a whole new meaning. Chirac got a whole new meaning. By some shit never seen before. A whole new meaning for no reason, right? Some shit never seen. A whole new meaning. That's all I gotta say. To the one in Ben. Shit, it could be the whole new Ben Franklin on this earth for some shit never seen. I pledge allegiance to corruption and shit like that. Now, niggas is stupid now. I bet niggas feel stupid. Whoever them niggas that killed FBG Cash, whoever them niggas is, I know they feel stupid as hell. They feel stupid because you got some shit on this earth and they all in shit creek. Whoever the niggas that killed FBG Cash, long live FBG Cash, I know them niggas feel stupid because you got some shit never seen on this earth and they gotta go through hell. Whoever them niggas that killed Lil Mister, them niggas feel stupid as hell too. I know they feel stupid killing Lil Mister just to score on niggas. Kill Lil Mister, FBG Cash to score on niggas, but you got some shit on this earth that just completely bring a big ass tidal wave and just flood everybody into madness like no tomorrow. I mean, flood everybody into madness in the shit creek for history, for millenniums and shit to millions and all that other crazy shit. This shit finna go on for millenniums. I make it sound like I saying vanilla and shit, so I'll say millenniums to millenniums or whatever the fuck it is, the word is. Millenniums, whatever. So, yeah, I used to be in the hood too. But you got niggas throwing shade on me and shit just to take what I did, never seen, just to make money off of some shit like that. That's why I stood my ground 10 toes down, knowing that I die for somebody else. And when I bring that person up, that person is going to vouch for me and sweep every motherfucker off this earth. Maybe not off this earth, but sweep every motherfucker off and that comes my way. So yeah, I lived in the hood too myself. Things wasn't always that green. I used to be on Social Security and shit like that for food stamps and shit like that. All I have to do is bring out my old beef. Motherfuckers didn't know who I was until I brought up my old beef. I knew my ops before they knew me. My ops knew me, then I've been dead by now. But I played my role. I played my cards right. Tenfold. Niggas that killed, I know the niggas that the niggas that took FBG Duck. I know they feel stupid now. I know they feel real stupid, feeling real stupid because you got some shit on this earth just overwhelm everybody and put everybody in shit creek. So it ain't just O Block, it ain't just Tuckerville, it's everybody. You got something never seen on this earth raising so much madness. Why is that? Because it's never seen before. What's never seen before is it just gets too much attraction for no reason, for the wrong reason, and it just attracts the worst niggas of all. What's never seen before be attracting the worst kind of niggas just to get on it and just to use it to make profit off this shit. That's all it was. You can make profit off some shit never seen, extortion, all kinds of shit, just doing shit like that. Crazy. It's a crazy ass world on this earth. Just to use somebody else's shit that's never been seen just to make your own profits and to proclaim that like somebody else did it. The nigga I'm beefing with is Tyree Gambino Harris, and he a dead ass op. Fuck him. Rest in peace. I don't fuck with no nigga like that. Fuck him. I knew his ass was I knew him as an op before he knew me. And all I did is change my opinions and everything. I moved to the north side just to get a piece of quiet, because I lived on the south side for years. I had to move to the north because there was too much shit that I had going on the south side anyway. Make a peace treaty, push a peace. I always see shit like, it ain't always green on the other side, but hey, at the same time, I'm not a joke. Niggas think I'm a joke and shit. I'm a goofy, I'm a joke. I stand my ground. A bullet hit me, I got something to prove my point. And Boswell and plus other shit's gonna come up and just sweep all kinds of shit. Come on now. I prove my point too much. I prove my point to niggas, and niggas still calling somebody a bitch even after they die. You calling niggas bitches even if they die? Niggas calling some elusive niggas or whatever, shit like that, bitches even if they die. Okay, goof ass niggas, salty. You just want to make profit off some shit never seen. What's never seen, just make profit. Use extorting families, friends, and kidnapping all kind of motherfuckers just to make profit, put on for the gang and shit. No, it ain't finna happen. No. You see how King Yella and 600 Memo just just bulling and shit, cooking meat, eating meals and shit, and linking up like it's no tomorrow. When even though they got so much heat going on both sides, it ain't because of me. It's just too much drama going on being black anyway. Being black just has too much fucking drama being black. Of all the shit on this earth, you got too much, you got something never seen, and niggas just go ballistic as fuck and just go crazy and shit and just want to use it for their profit. Make profit off this shit, extortion, sabotaging, and fuck up everybody's life. You bump it off the whole generation just to put someone else's generation on. Then you bump off another generation to put that generation on. Then you gotta bump off 8, 9, 10 more generations just to put them Pacific generations on for some shit never seen. You gotta bump off a whole generation, bump off a whole family tree for some shit never seen to put on 8 or 9, 10 motherfucking different family members, trees and shit like that. No, that is some fucked up shit. No, what's never seen, motherfuckers want to use it and make profit off of it. Just bump off a whole family tree. I seen shit like that. Niggas want to bump my family tree off. You want to bump my family tree off? I know who y'all is. The Black Souls. Hey, Dominique, Lala, and Ray Ray. Hey, y'all want to bump my family off so y'all can make profit off my shit. Whatever idea you just want to profit off the shit, bump my family off and get on making someone else's generation off that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Scud. Oh, goof ass shit. Fuck Roseland. Fuck that shit. I ain't coming back to Illinois never again. I'm done with Illinois. Got too much blood on my hands. I got blood. I got every person's blood on my hands. Lil mama and all. Everybody's blood is in my hands. Too much blood is on my hands for even me to come back to Illinois. But yeah. Life's a bitch though. Yeah, I knew them niggas that took FBG Duck and King Von. I know they feel stupid. Y'all, them niggas that took King Von and FBG Duck, they can still live as well. They still, even if they still live, you got some shit never seen. Then that shit never seen, they'll put everybody in hot water. So they literally just living on this earth through hell. Everybody in the same boat. No matter if it's just one, it ain't just one person. Everyone is in the same boat. So yeah, everybody's in the same boat. You gotta live with hostility on a whole nother level from shit going on back to nations back to back and shit like that. So yeah, all I gotta say is in the end, what's never supposed to happen shouldn't come to bloodshed or to be obsessive. Yeah, because I know FBG Duck would have had a whole reaction if he was here. FBG Duck and King Von would have had a whole new reaction. Shit, King Von would have told Lil Durk that he wouldn't even go to that club. He'll just skip that club and go somewhere else and focus on the shit I did. King Von would just been at home at his crib, at his mansion, bullying and shit, without having to go to that club confronting Lil Tim and all that shit. All that shit could have been avoided. Quando Wando and all that shit. All that shit could have been avoided. All I gotta do is do something never seen. That's it. And then it just catches niggas attention so bad that they worried about the shit like that. Yeah, they be worried about some shit like that for the rest of their life, for history to come, and for whenever Benjamin Franklin get the fuck off the $100 bill and shit like that. When Ben Franklin finna get off the $100 bill? When Ben Franklin finna get off the $100 bill? Whenever Ben Franklin gets off the $100 bill, that's when the world changes. Until then, you gotta live with some shit that can't be recognized and shit like that. Whenever Ben Franklin gets the fuck off, his face get off the $100 bill, that's when the world really changes. So, but I don't expect my face to be on no $100 bill because I ain't no president. But I do expect something out of it, being something that's completely out of ordinary. I'm sure Congress will simply have to think about it. Congress will have to think about it. They got Congress, the government, Treasury, really gonna have to really think about it. Really, really has to think about it. Did this person make huge impact? Did this person made any historic impact? Did this person made any impact that could last for maybe millenniums and shit like that? The kind of impact that's gonna become a whole foundation for some shit just that's just going off off the wall and shit. But yeah. Yeah. Niggas so obsessive that they going around killing old people and shit just to make a name. Y'all that grimy? Y'all that grimy? Y'all that no, but I'm directing this to the vice lords. Y'all them black souls, y'all that grimy, killing old people and shit just to make a name. Y'all bogus and shit. Y'all did her bogus. I know y'all did it. I know y'all because I sensed her heart. I sensed it. I sensed her heart. Yeah, I sensed this shit. I hope motherfucker Ernie be driving around in fucking and Tonka toys and shit, a big ass tank. I'm gonna blow your shit up. Whole Illinois is under fire. That's all I gotta say. You mess with the wrong nigga, the kind of nigga that change all kind of shit. Just think about it. It ain't always what it seems. But remember, never judge a book by its cover. You're just because a person live on the north side and does something never seen, that doesn't mean the person lived on the north side for his whole life. Niggas, it's just niggas. Niggas be niggas. Niggas just assume shit. That's why niggas so ornery that they just want to take shit and run with it. How is King Yella meeting 600 Memo? How? It ain't because of me. They want to put their differences to the side. But now you got some shit going on in this earth. So it's like, yeah, being black is a bitch. Being black is a bitch. And it hurts being black because you got some shit just fuck up everything for every black person. Yeah, I know Lil Tim might feel remorse for what he did to King Von, even if it was in self-defense or what and so forth. But King Von should have just avoided that club. But I could have just saved King Von just by doing something never seen years prior. And King Von wouldn't even went to that club. He was just like, nah, I ain't finna go to that club. I gotta see what kind of niggas doing some shit like that. What kind of nigga doing some shit like that? I know that's what King Von them say. FBG Duck like, man, what the fuck is that? Then that nigga turned into a goblin car or some shit. I know FBG Duck will say some shit like, that nigga that turned into a goblin car. What the fuck? That's what King FBG Duck would say. You got a nigga that turned into a goblin car. And shit like that. Or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, but that's all I have to say. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and no remorse for all. That's all I gotta say. Life's a bitch though. You have to live being what you are through so much hatred. And hey, it ain't so bad though. But at the same time, it's all comes down to whether you can simply handle the circumstance. And I handle myself well. I could pull all the bitches, celebrities and shit and all that kind of shit. I mean, I could put celebrities just simply being me with my own personality, but yeah, all the other shit, no, it ain't no gimmick. Hands down, I'm that kind of nigga to simply get the best of everybody. It's all about me getting the best of everybody. I got the best of everybody. In the end, I got the best of everybody that's in my way. And I'll shout out to my competition. I done simply got the best of all my competitions. Every competition came my way, and I got the best of all of them. And I ain't finna play. I don't need to prove myself no more. I don't need to prove my nothing, this, that, and the third. I don't need to prove shit. I did my part, and that's it. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Fuck you, mean. Fuck you, mean. Yeah. Old Block and Tugerville. A peace treaty. Just to simply put aside their differences and just focus on what is truly happening in the shadows. That's all I gotta say. And oh yeah, everybody not finna rock with the nigga that I'm beefing with, Tyree Gambino Harris, a dead op. Ain't nobody finna rock with Tyree. That's why I got someone that's back up for me. When I die, I got someone in place of me. And that person is was one person that I need, as one and only, he knows who I'm talking about. That's it. That's all.